What's up, guys? I'm going to do a video on the talk of the town, and that is the assault weapons ban. Banned? Ban. And what I think about it and what I feel. And, everybody seems to be talking about it. Everybody's asking questions. Do you think? Do you think? Do you think? And here's my simple answer to that. Since it expired, you should have assumed it was going to be reinstated, and you should have or should be prepping accordingly. There are three major reasons the people that push for these types of bans push for them. One being a fear of firearms. It's that simple. They're afraid of them. Two being a lack of knowledge. Now, lack of knowledge, as we all know, always leads to fear. You don't know something, you fear it. And three is a protectionist mindset. Now, when I say protectionist mindset, I know you're thinking, well, they want to protect you from hurting yourself. That's not it at all. I think we all know that's not it. What it means is they don't want you to have the ability to defend yourself. They don't want you to have the ability to take a life if your life of your loved ones or yourself is in danger. I don't know why that's what they feel, but it's obviously what they feel. The life of the person trying to murder you or your family inside your house or outside your home is more important to them than the victim's life. Why is that? Well, because you hear it all the time. A woman's jogging in Central Park. It starts to get dark out. She gets raped. The first thing you hear people saying, the hell was she doing in Central Park when it was dark out? As a victim, everything is your fault. It's always your fault when it comes to crime and tragedy to yourself or your loved ones. So they want to continue this giving to the criminally insane, the demented. They want to continue giving them life and making sure that they have a way to be treated and cured and in a prison for the rest of their life so that they can be something in society eventually. I'm not sure. But that's how I feel about it. I mean, that's what I think it is, that they don't want you to protect yourself because they don't want you to take the life of the person who is trying to or has taken the life of you or your loved ones. And I'm not talking about somebody kills your wife on the highway and then 3 months later you kill the guy as he's leaving the courtroom. I'm talking about immediate action. I'm talking about you're in your living room of your house, some guy kicks in the front door, starts blasting away, you pull out a piece and you put two in his head. That's what I'm talking about. They don't want you to have the ability to do that. I always plan and prep for the assault weapons ban because I understand their lack of knowledge. It's evident in the way they handle firearms when they're doing a news conference and they're holding an AK-47 and they're sitting there with their finger on the trigger the whole time they're on the stage and they're muzzle sweeping everybody on the stage and everybody in the audience. You're just totally amazed by it. You're just, what the hell? Like I said, they want to ban firearms. In all firearms. The assault weapon ban is basically, it's like when you're baking a cake. The assault weapon ban is you're pouring the batter into the pan. Okay? That's exactly what it is. You've just filled the pan up with the batter. You're going to put it in the oven. And eventually that cake is going to be done. And it's going to be all gone after everybody eats it all up. Because that's what will happen. There will be nothing left. A lot of hunters in New Jersey always sit there and go, and to be honest, I've been to several firearm dealers in New Jersey that have the same mentality, and I always correct them on why they're stupid. But, well, you don't need those type of firearms anyway. Okay, well, guess what? My rifle is black. It is not a battlefield rifle, and it is not an assault rifle. Your rifle has got a wood stock, and it has a scope on it. Your rifle is as much an assault rifle as mine is, and your rifle is probably going to be looked at more of as a sniper rifle. And what do you think would happen? I'm sorry, I meant to say your rifle is as much a sniper rifle as my rifle is a assault weapon or a battle rifle. Semi-auto firearms are not assault or battle rifles. They are just that, semi-auto rifles, sporting rifles. The term sporting rifle is kind of but it is a clean way of talking about a firearm. It can be used for sport, for 3-gun, IDPA, anything like that. You explain to people that, well, you're into hunting, okay, so you feel there's no need for them. But let me tell you something. Once they're done with the quote-unquote assault weapons, they will be coming for your hunting rifle next. And they always tell you, why would they do that? Well, because think about it. You've got a scope on a rifle that can shoot a couple, 6, 7, 800, 1,000 yards. Even if you're not a good shot past 400, it doesn't matter. It is a sniper rifle in their eyes because it's a lack of knowledge. So when you are worried about an assault weapons ban, you should be worried about it constantly. You should always be worried about it. You shouldn't be running out when there's an election or when it's a certain time of the year or when a certain conversation is brought up. You should constantly be getting what you can. Constantly be getting magazines. I'm not going to be happy until I have 100 PMags and 100 AK mags. AK variant mags, whatever you want to freaking call them. I'm not going to be happy until I have that. That's just my goal that I've set for myself. Do I really need that many magazines? Absolutely not. But do I want to ever worry about running out of magazines or having magazines break or losing some magazines? I mean, God knows what could happen. Have a house fire, I lose half of them. And then you can never get them back. And even if you can find pre-ban magazines, you're spending an arm and a leg. It's just all about having the right preparations. They sell lowers like Rifle Gear. I'm not Rifle Gear. This one website has Spike's lowers, the forged lowers, $125. I mean, hello. I plan on getting a couple of those. It's that simple. You should always be buying this stuff. You should always be collecting it because eventually, if anything, it's just going to go up in value. It's just going to become more valuable, and you can not have to worry about it. When somebody sits there and says, oh my God, we got an assault rifle ban, you can sit there, look into your little gun safe and be like, good, I'm going to buy more ammo because they won't ban that, which eventually they will try to. They will try to ban everything. I mean, but, there's also this new talk about the assault weapons ban having the no grandfathering of assault weapons. I'm sorry, quote-unquote assault weapons. Well, I don't ever see that possibly happening. When they outlawed the sale of new machine guns, fully automatic, select fire rifles and whatever, everything basically that didn't do single shot or anything that was above semi-auto. What was that? 1986. I'm tired. 1986. They didn't get rid of the grandfathering of that. They didn't get rid of the, you just basically, you couldn't buy anything after a certain date, in 1986, whatever it was. So they're not going to get rid, don't get me wrong, they're going to try. Like I said, they're trying constantly to get rid of your firearms. They don't want you to have the ability to protect yourself, your life, and your liberties. They don't want that. That's absolutely something they do not want. So they're always going to be trying to take that from you, always. And like I said, you should be prepared for that. But I can't imagine, and I could be wrong. I just can't see how they can get away with eliminating the grandfathering. Now, Senator Feinstein has only had 2% of her actual proposed bills ever passed, and she's also she's below the 10th percentile of bills being passed, and she's always trying to pass extreme bills and stuff like that. So she's very rarely successful. Like I said, I think it's 2%. It was 2% last time I was looking it up. So, this is something that I'm worried about, but not worried about. Why am I not worried about it? Because I've been planning for it for a long time. So, you should do. Guys, have a good one. Thanks for all my subs. Bye.